Jerry, L3C are helping business partners and customers with an AI journey. How do you differ from some of the other companies we see that claim to be kind of AI consultants or AI partners?
Well, you mentioned business partners. So one of the things that we pride ourselves on is that we are a channel organisation. So we provide our services to channel partners, to outsourcers, to system integrators, to solution providers, so people who are developing solutions in that area. So the way we differ is that first of all we have the infrastructure. So we're, as a cloud provider, you have to have infrastructure. So we've built our AI cloud based on the initially IBM Power 9 AI infrastructure, which has some uniquenesses around if you're working with very large data models. And we've recently added NVIDIA to that, NVIDIA DGX, as we have been appointed the first NVIDIA cloud partner in Europe.
Congratulations.
So thank you on that. So so that gives us a scale of infrastructure to be able to position a client solution or a partner solution appropriately. So whether it's more appropriate for an IBM Power 9 environment or more appropriate for an NVIDIA DGX environment. So that's one side, you have the infrastructure. The other part of that is you need skills. I mean, this is a different environment. Nothing is like for like. There are multiple libraries, frameworks, different kind of ways of working and different models that are put together in the AI world. And you need a team with experience on that to actually guide clients accordingly, to make sure they've got the right levels, to make sure various things integrate accordingly, and just to give them some guidance. So it's two things. One, we have the infrastructure, but backed up we have skills that I don't think anybody else has in the marketplace, and IBM tell us that no one else has got the same amount of skills on Power 9, and NVIDIA have said, well, you are unique in terms of your approach with cloud and NVIDIA DGX. So that's quite a good backing up from two very large and market leading organizations.
Absolutely. And I guess one of the other things that we spoke about off camera was the fact that people at a different level in their AI journey. It's similar when people are transitioning to cloud, I guess. Some of them are a full, let's invest heavily, let's buy all the hardware, let's do everything ourselves. Whereas some are moving slower and maybe starting with things like chatbots. So I guess having the ability to work with cloud providers and or have the big hardware stack gives you that flexibility to really cater for your customers' needs.
Exactly, and we'll obviously work with the Watson Cloud as well, because some things are more appropriate that you actually develop in a Watson Cloud environment. So you mentioned chatbots, that's probably something you should probably do on Watson. However, when people are coming to create maybe a bit more of a custom solution, maybe need some of the uniquenesses that Power 9 or NVIDIA DGX brings in terms of a fully integrated stack, that's where you need that sheer processing power and advantages that those platforms give. So yeah, everyone's at a different part. Some people are just at the proof of concept phase, and that's ideal for a cloud environment. I mean, why would you spend tons on infrastructure just for a proof of concept? So create your proof of concept, test it in the marketplace or your own organization, and then decide the appropriate deployment model. We can deploy in a cloud, obviously. If you're a solution provider, you might want to offer that to your clients in a software as a service type model. Or we can build a private cloud and deploy it on-premise, where we will operate the infrastructure, we will own the infrastructure, so a client can actually consume that as a cloud, but he's actually in their data center. And that might be for a variety of reasons: emotional, latency probably not so much, more emotion, but it could also be regulatory. Or they might just want to physically buy the box, which is, if you're another partner, we won't get involved in that. We'll have somebody else resell that for us.
Jerry, thanks ever so much for coming in today. That's been really useful.
Oh, thank you for the invite.
Thank you.